We need to be aware of what is happening as service provider, and we need to act with responsibility to safeguard the waste coming from those sites.
Disposal of harmful agents found in waste material from persons diagnosed with COVID-19 is a public health concern that continues to go by without much discussion. Since the beginning of the phased repatriation process back in mid-April, little has been said about the procedures that are in place for the safe removal of biohazardous litter from quarantine centers and medical facilities. Sounding the alarm on this very important issue is Belize Waste Control Limited. They are solely responsible for the collection and management of garbage in Belize City.
There's no clear waste stream, no clear process of disposing of the waste. I inquired. I was told that the waste ends up with the red bags at the KHMH. Now, because COVID, it is a serious thing in Belize. It's getting out of control. Give rise for controlled disposal is important. What should happen to these biohazard, we will call them, is incineration. We cannot introduce it into the regular waste stream.
There is a chance, nonetheless, that it already has, since refuse from places such as the Princess Hotel is not separated before being collected by the sanitation company. George Lamb is the manager at Belize Waste Control. He was also repatriated back to the country from the United States a little over a month ago.
We were quarantined at the Princess Hotel. Upon arriving at Princess, I observed very early there were 2 different dumpsters. So I was excited because I felt that we had a handle on this thing. And one was for COVID, in my opinion, COVID waste, and the other was for regular domestic waste generated by the hotel activity.
But that was not the case.
I checked with my office to see if we are, in fact, disposing of COVID waste. No such thing was occurring. So I inquired with the health department, and they assured me that the matter would be addressed. No response up to this day. Not that I'm beating up on the health department. I have a responsibility as a citizen of Belize and also as a waste manager to ensure that we handle the waste in a manner that would safeguard the health of our populace.
On Waste Control's compound, just outside of Belize City, there is a state-of-the-art incinerator that is used to destroy garbage coming from the Carl Huchner Memorial Hospital.
We know people came in on our flights that were positive, but where their waste end up, I cannot say up until now. And I know that we have the own incinerator working in the city. So there's a possibility we might be incinerating those wastes, we don't know. And if that's the case now, we have to put some safeguard to protect my employee, to protect our office.
These bags, as described by Lamb, are color-coded to indicate that their contents are biohazardous. The lack of similar distinction from the respective quarantine centers gives rise to exposure of sanitation workers.
Kind of scary for me because I did not know that we were handling COVID waste matters. I felt that as a manager, I should have known, so I could have put in the necessary barrier, protective safety measure to protect my employee and also protect myself. And so now we are frantically moving in that direction to ensure practices, safe practices, the protective gears, and now we need the disposable one because we don't know how contamination occurs.
At the regional transfer station nearby, a team of pickers manually separates all the incoming trash. It's quite a dirty job in the literal sense, one that directly exposes these men and women to the dangers of the dreaded disease.
What happened with regular domestic garbage in Belize City is that it goes to a transfer station, and we would sort through the garbage. We would open them up and see if we have we can retrieve stuff that could use for secondary uses or other purposes to reduce the dump site usage. That is happening right now. So if somebody develops COVID at home, we service provider, we are one component of this whole thing that needs to know what is happening so we can safeguard and,
Reporting for News 5, I am Isani Cayetano.